Commonality goes against Odyssey. Commonality goes against Odyssey. Simple adage. A man or a woman will not get tired of hearing you speak. A man wants to feel safe. A woman wants to feel comfortable. If you're around a man and his first reaction is to not like you because he doesn't like your voice patterns, and if he sees you, right, he doesn't like how the way you look. Either way, right, he's going to off put you until boredom sets in. The same with women. When he sees that boredom has set in, he's going to listen to you more and more and more, and he's going to try to dissect what you're saying. And he's going to fight to try and holes. He's going to try to find holes in your subjectiveness, right? Even if you're not debating or not wanting to argue. He comes around later, right? He comes around. This is why there's such a thing as making up. Everybody makes up. For women want to be dominated. This is why European males, right? And I saw this all the time when I was, in districts where they were, like downtown and stuff like that, right? After a baseball game or something. They like to push women. They like to use sarcasm against women, right? And they learn sarcasm with their women. They learned that, right? And they use that as basically deceit magic when it comes to black people. They use it against black people. It's called deceit magic, right? They love using it against women. They love using it against women, black women, especially on jobs, right? That's why black women get hired the most because they have a short attention span. They don't realize that their mother went through this, their grandmother went through this, and their great grandmother went through this on the plantation, which is why they look differently than each other, right? Because there was violation going on, right? Which women call rejection. Older women in past, right? They called it rape. There's that R word. But again, women, they want to feel overpowered. They want to feel, victimized enough where you're not trying to take their life, right? That's the normal reaction between men and women in most Western societies. It's different the further east you go, right? The further east you go, it's more of a custom to be noticeable, but also open and also redactive, right? Which means that things happen when others are not looking. So it's sort of like a soft touch that kind of yields the way. Um, but again, like if you talk a lot around a woman, right, she's eventually going to say, you know what, I'm going to give this person a chance, right? Depending on the availability between the two, right? Do you all see each other? Are you all intimate, right? What setting are you all in? If you all are in a setting, she's going to be less off-puttish. She's going to be more um, collegiate if it's a college, right? She's going to be more of a student. So there's a relationship between the teacher and the student, right? If she's in the movies, right? She's going to ask you to buy popcorn for her. She's going to ask you to buy um, a pop for, a drink or something. She's probably going to want the sensation of a popcorn or kernel. Um, these things are like normal patterns for women and men in society. So don't be phased if you're either gender, because the important thing is that you see these things and you see these things play out, which you've probably already saw them. They always have the same turnout, they always have the same turnout. Um, so yeah, that's all I want to say. Great peace, Yakoki.